Right, y'all, welcome to the Command Arms channel. Okay, today we're checking out a video from the Finnish Defense Forces. Now this is about the Mighty Arrow 25 exercise. Now the exercise name sounds familiar, so I'm not sure if we've checked out the exercise or not, but this is like it's like a big NATO mechanized kind of infantry exercise, which is pretty cool. It looks like 2,800 people took part, so pretty large scale, as you can kind of expect with mechanized infantry, but also as you can kind of expect with these NATO exercises we always see in Finland. So this is at the, and I'm going to butcher this one. This is the Pohankangas firing range, or Pojankangas firing range in Ninsalo. So that's kind of like Western Finland, kind of more close to the, I think it's kind of like by Turku and what is it, Tampere? Something like that. Oh, wow. So it's north of Turku. Is it Tampere? My Discord moderator was from there, so I feel like I should know that one. But yeah, so it's definitely not kind of high up like in the Arctic Circle, like a lot of the other exercises that we check out, but that's going to look even more aesthetic when it comes to like kind of like mechanized infantry, because it's always really cool to kind of see it more sunny in like really like thick vegetation area, super green. So I'm kind of interested to see how much we're going to see with mechanized, but also like supported by like, you know, helicopters and kind of the dismounts as well. Those are always really cool to check out. But I was kind of in the mood to react to a Finnish video because I went to the mall, and the Ala Moana Mall here in Honolulu, and they had a Moomin store. So this is the Moomin store Hawaii. It's got a little pineapple on the tag too. And I picked up this little dude to go with the other Moomins right here. So I got a mini Moomin that I got. I got both of them in Finland, but I got a mini Moomin. And then if you guys remember, I did a short. I might have done a couple of shorts with a Moomin that kind of got gutted and put over a frag grenade. So he's in there too. So now I'm gonna have three Moomins back there. This one's cool. He's got some cool bathing shorts and little tail. I wonder if I can kind of incorporate him. I'll keep him like right here. You can see his ears maybe. It might show up on the green screen or something. But yeah, I was kind of in the mood to react to something Finnish. This is this is a very long intro. Let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, let's see if my shirt's gonna get chroma keyed out. I think we're good, actually. This is a cool shirt I wanted to wear. It's not a Hawaiian shirt, but it's definitely Hawaiian. I mean, I guess it's a Hawaiian shirt. Okay. Yeah, not bad. All right, let's check it out. Looking all candid and nonchalant there. Damn. Oh, you know he's trying to look extra mean. I mean, valid. I like the little the foliage on his helmets. The MO5 camo is so cool, dude. He's got one of the newer RK. Is this the RK95? It's hard to tell. I don't know if I've seen that stock so much, but yeah. And then you got the mean tiger stripes, 1980s face paint. Nice patch. I'm glad they threw that in there, especially all slow. Apache weapons instructor, hell yeah. Nice. Estonians. Latvians? No, that's Lithuanians. Yeah, that's Lithuanians. This is cool. Oh my gosh. Am I the only one that's like stressing out about this? I mean, I know I was in a helicopter crash, so maybe I'm like a little bit oversensitive looking at the blades, but oh, it's got me sweating. Okay, we got the Brits. Maximum camouflage. Oh, nice. What the heck is that thing? Little high-speed gun truck.
We're going on a CTR, so it's potentially enemy in.
That's true. Okay. Nice. Oh my god, was that dude even shouldering his weapon? I'm exposing you. I mean, when it comes to like force on force, let's be real. I mean, the lasers are kind of like wonky, especially with the foliage. You kind of just send it. You kind of just have some fun with it. In the infantry, you'd be surprised how many people were in the infantry for like a while, like several years, and they didn't know any hand and arm signals. It was a little bit weird for me because in the Marine Corps, your hand and arm signals are, some of them are slightly different than in the Army, but for the most part, they're pretty much the same. But yeah, you'd be surprised. Some people just like don't do any hand and arm signals. I remember when I came into the Army and I was trying to use hand and arm signals, and people were like, what are you doing? And I mean, I know technically as the squad leader, I'm the one who's supposed to like spin them up, but these guys have been in, they had been in for like, you know, a year, 2 years. I kind of expected some of them to kind of pick up on that during like AIT or what have you, or maybe just like in the first year or something when they were at the units. But yeah, they're kind of underrated and they're really helpful, especially when it comes to just like wanting to communicate less, because people, especially in the Marines, people like screaming. In the Army sometimes, like, I don't know, things are just happening all the time and you're just trying to like get everybody's attention. But it's nice when you have kind of like a lull, you can kind of like make it slow, methodical. You can kind of use these hand and arm signals. And I remember one specific exercise when I was leading this, it was just a squad attack, but we had gotten online to like our kind of like last covered and concealed position. We were about to move onto the objective. And it was a perfect time. I was looking and I was trying to pass hand and arm signals to my team leader so they could pass it to everybody. And they didn't really know what I was doing or what I was trying to communicate. So yeah, it's definitely, it's a nice thing to be able to use. So let's see what he's kind of doing here. I want to see what he's... So maybe just the direction and 300 meters. He's seeing somebody. Not sure. You can kind of guess too. There's not a whole lot of like complexity with most hand and arm signals. Nice. You got the FPVs going. Did they actually just like crash into the dude in the tank? Was like, what's that? And then you have the controller. Oh my god, you have the controllers like, hey, yeah, you guys are dead. That is a cool shot. Damn, that's pretty close to that explosion too. Boy, yeah, that's a lot of fire. What was so flammable there? That was cool. Ah. Some Sosra. Suppress, obscure, secure, reduce, assault. Just taking an obstacle. Clearing through it. Damn, that's so cool. What the heck is that? I'll be honest, I don't know. I know very, very little about Apache munitions. Oh, nice. What are those just obstacles? Vehicle obstacles? So cool. It's really cool seeing all the logistics coming into play, especially for the mechanized stuff. I was really surprised to see what kind of logistics there were for vehicles and mechanized units, making like entire bridges, crossing entire rivers with these things. Dude, I'd be so hyped to use that machine gun. What military? Oh, this is still Lithuanians. Golly, I'd be so hyped to use that thing. The rate of fire, it just sounds cool. Ooh, nice. Kind of like a Black Hawk Down vibe here. I mean, just in the music and kind of like the aesthetics, but oh my god. I always like how they get these like custom patches. That would be really cool just to have something like that on the wall. It's cool to like get stuff, but to actually like participate and be able to have that on the patch wall, oh my god, I'd be so hype. I'd talk about that way too often. I like trying to piece apart the subtle like kind of like nuances. So we have these guys. It's a pretty interesting little positions here. I imagine they have like kind of just enough clearing in the trees for them to chill there. And then what are these things made out of? Is it just, it looks like it's kind of just concrete. I thought it was metal at first, but it's kind of cool to see them just, oh yeah, just emplacing these things. Where do they even bring them in from? I mean, just like a flatbed truck carrying these things or something? It's really cool though. I mean, it's nice to be able to have this kind of security because holy cow, I remember we did JRTC and I mean, I was part of the recon platoon, but we had this entire mechanized force just blow through. We had like I don't even know if we had any obstacles set up. The battalion, I don't think they set up any obstacles, and if they did, they were super small. So the engineers just came, wiped through that, and then we had like this entire mechanized unit, like battalion or something, just blowing into our position. And everybody got jacked up. And obviously, as a recon unit, we were kind of like done reconning at that point, because like they were just pulling everybody back. So we were just like, whatever. Let's just send it. Let's just start shooting at all the dudes in the turrets. Got with a bang. Yeah, that was a really hype video. Again, it sucks when it's just 3 minutes long because it just goes by so fast, and we can't necessarily see all the different like services or militaries doing their own kind of parts or doing their own kind of tactics. But it is kind of nice because, I mean, for me, I like to just pause everything and kind of like piece apart all the nuances. When there's not that much attention, it's kind of nice to, I mean, at least for me, as like a reaction kind of perspective, it's nice for me to try and piece apart certain things just based off of my experience. Like, why they have certain things, why they're doing certain things, or like what certain gear is used for. It's kind of cool to be able to like guess that. And a lot of times I'm completely off, but it is kind of cool when it just happens to be the case. And it's usually you guys kind of clarifying that for me. So I appreciate that. And it's always really cool to hear y'all's perspective. A lot of y'all do take part in these exercises, and a lot of y'all are actually in the videos as well. It's always really cool to kind of hear that. It's happened a couple of times where I talk shit about somebody in the video and like they comment down below and usually they have a pretty good spirit about it. They're like, yeah, I don't know what I was doing, or I was sleep deprived, or we had been standing by for like 6 hours before doing this, so we were all kind of over it. It's kind of cool to hear that because like it's a 3 minute kind of montage. It seems like very actiony, but you know, like once you're a part of those exercises, things get drawn out a lot. So these 3 minutes was potentially like, I don't know, like a month of recording a bunch of different clips. I've been there, so I kind of understand how it is, and it's just really cool to hear how it's kind of the same in all the different militaries and all these exercises, no matter how hype they try and make them seem. But yeah, if you guys were in the video or if you guys took part in the exercise, let me know down below how it was for y'all. Let me know how how long the duration is, because I've not like actually done research to see how long these exercises actually get drawn out for. But it would be kind of interesting to understand the perspective, like if this was a month-long thing or if this was like primarily like a week-long, 2 weeks long kind of thing. It's kind of interesting to kind of gauge how much is happening in that kind of time frame. And if this was happening in, I mean, 2 weeks or less, that seems like a lot happening, which is kind of nice because I remember again JRTC month-long kind of thing. Not a whole lot of memorable snippets that I can think of. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the commentary as well. And of course, if you have anything to recommend, throw it down below. But that is it for this video. I'll see y'all in the next one. I don't know how to incorporate this dude for the outro. I'll see y'all in the next one. I can do that better. Hold on.